Oh hey, look, we're in a different area from where the last video ended. Shocking. Not really. This is actually where we needed to go for the other quest that we started up back in the last one. So, at last, this Hyons man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isom Har. Come, we are late enough as it is. Isom Har? Never heard of it. Oh, it's up there. Okay. I guess they're sending you to places you wouldn't have normally gone to. Unless you were, like, exploring. But then again, you'd have to pass by Isom Har when you go to Camp Tranquil. Unless you went... Or unless you came from the south. From Eastern Thanolin. That's a big antelope. It seems like there's a fate here. Yep. I don't know what kind of fate it is, though. Probably involving those guys you can't really see in the back there. Anyway. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Rude. Okay. Oh. Violet fly traps? Okay. Die. Come on. There you go. See, was that so hard? They're barely doing anything to me. Sheesh. Like, this is the last one. I haven't even, like, lost half my health. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though, if I could make one suggestion, I might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Mold awaits, shall we? Snake Mold. Isn't that where our Amtapor Keep is? That dungeon I have yet to run because it's old news. Though I'm gonna need to do it for other things. No big deal. Nope. Of course, how could he have gone past all these mortals and not have gotten himself in trouble? Ooh. Here's the unsettled scholar. Probably going to do the same thing. Right about here, yes. Yes, that's before. I would ask you to keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. And I'm not going to be quiet about it, so shut up. No, not the miscreant. Oh. Oh. Hi there. Come at me. Now she's not going to attack the other one, is she? Oh, well. Less for me to take care of when I get to that one. Of course, I can always have her use aerial slash. Alright. Fascinating. These readings are not what I at all expected. Though perhaps there should come to no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let's quit this place and return to Roost Lake. We have one more site to survey. Yeah. Okay. Hope we don't have to fight up. Where is he? Oh, he's by the Lost City of Vanvipor? Huh. Oh yeah, by the way, I just did the hard mode version of that dungeon. The Lost City of Vanvipor. On my other person. On my other character. It's fun. It's a fun boss fight. Well, a couple of fun. Well, actually, no, all the boss fights are fun. But yeah, that was interesting. And of course I'm having trouble with what is it? The Arm of the Sun for which is Alexander Floor 7, I guess. A7? Is that right? Yeah. Or M7, or M3 if people want to just go with Midas and leave the A for the first phase of Alexander. As before, my guardian, pray lead me to my task and ensure my safety, or our safety. Wow, I made him sound a little more conceited than he is. Oops. Nah, Garuda. You'll not silence me. Garuda, maybe. Ah, well, hey. Aha. Hmm? She's really taking a beating, isn't she? Oh no. Aw, crud. Why must she be affected by statuses? Because then that would make them extremely broken. Oh. Not today. Alright. That takes care of you. This data should prove invaluable to... You gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoses while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. Awful? I have a feeling this guy's gonna give me the runaround. Then again, what NPC doesn't? The sound of lightning. Thunder. Sound of thunder. It's an oddly pleasant sound. There you are. You chose to paddle in the Icor a while longer, I take it. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It appears that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorze's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. More? Are you kidding me? For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that the crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now, come along. Wow. Don't you know who I am? Quarry Mill. Already in Camp Tranquil. Oh, and there we go. It shouldn't be taking that long. People are all over up in the... Sorry. Up in the northern regions. Doing stiff. Oh. And these guys can actually be aggroed by me. Okay. Be careful. Not really. Really? Huh. Okay. Go up this way. Yeah. I'm gonna stay over here just until they, you know, tether. There you go. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Uh-huh. Oh. This one is in purple. The purple smoky stuff. It's the sparklies. Yes, yes. Quite high. It's still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the Sixth Astral Era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else? Something else. Zion, come here. I need you. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh, it's well read. No. You're not my friends. Help has arrived. Oh. Hey, guys. There you are, Sidurgu. Morgan and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These ones were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or shield. Or his shield, you know what I mean. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What caused Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Sidurgu. Hi, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. Oh, and so do I. Oh. Something tells me something foul is afoot. Or a leg. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. What matters is Wilred is dead, and we don't know how. Though he was clearly ambushed. Or taken by surprise. Yeah, the two are decidedly different. But the other thing is, what would he be doing there? And this is taking an awfully long time to load. Never mind. We go this way. Into this place. And here we go. The least among us? There's Minfilia. Strigo, you are returned. You seem troubled. Did the role of escorts chafe so? No, we found a dead body. Wilred dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I'll send word to Alfino at once. You'll want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? People, for reasons. Clearly. Time for every purpose. Time to every purpose? Oh. The recent events weigh heavily on our minds, but we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. A grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard. The first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing at that, it should at least serve to bring our nations closer together. I was speaking faster than I was reading. That explains it. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanian and Ascians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation, and our triumphs, remarkable though they are are bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies, broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbrita. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I'd sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to join the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon to of hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Totaro and Lamina a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. I mean, Philia, you're not a smuggler. In fact, there isn't even a smuggler class. From what I can tell. Oh. Off to the big soiree, Sudergu. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look displeased, lad. Something on your mind? Well, we found the guy you're looking for. The Navigator Wilred's dead? God damn it, they must have known they've been rumbled. I mean, I saw it. Just past time we had this talk. After our conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from. So I had to dig around. On the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Brave's coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. Daft name for a business if I ever heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Now, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Sort of calling one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium. I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contribution. The gods only know how many men the first and third are taking Telegi's coin. But now we know some of them are. Some of them are. I'd rather me right-eyed they're the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention, he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever too. That's the only way we will ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitors, bastards out from our ranks. On that, you have me word. Sudergu, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah, eh? Ul'dah, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind will sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Ew. Tensions are high. And we gotta talk to Minfilia on the Royal Promenade in Ul'dah. And I have a feeling either today or tomorrow, it's going to be the end. So probably not today. Chamber of Rule. Alright. There's everybody. We have been waiting for you, Sudoku. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Really? Come on. You will go on ahead, Sudoku. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Alright. Give my regards to Momodi. And let her know that I will call upon her anon. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Anyway, guess I'm going back to the Adventurers Guild. And here we go. Adventurers Guild. See, I said I'd be going back there. Now we go up here. Huh? Oh, okay. That's for the Hall of the Novice stuff. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Sudoku. I know you've got places to be, but I won't waste your time. You're friends with a Crystal Brave by the name of Valion, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you credit her yourself. Anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others end up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. Short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Really touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. Ooh. Wait, we're in Central Thailand? Can I just, like, warp to... Yeah, you can just warp to Blackbrush Station. I have a feeling this might get cut short today, since the remaining quests are pretty lengthy. So I can just show the final cutscenes in tomorrow's episode. Like, as soon as I get there. As soon as I get to the point where it says, oh yeah, there's gonna be long cutscenes up ahead, so you might want to just make sure you don't have to do something. Because, you know, it's the end of A Realm Reborn, so they want to do fit as much story in as possible? I don't know. Destination. Hey, wait, there's a bottle there. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. And all too soon, the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Valian. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikirin and the... Kikirin? Oh, Kikirin. Kikirin, okay. And the buzzing of syrphids. But no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Hmm. Sidergu, is that you? What brings you out this way? Oh, Laurentius. Lieutenant Alien? Why no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. Must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand? Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Pray return to Old Sidergu. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you are here. Oof. No? Oh. What's going on there? Only might just be... Oh. The Sultana.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall.
No.
Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Yeah, this is definitely getting wrapped up tomorrow. And I'll just ride back to Ul'dah, I guess. Nah. That would take too long. But we're close. Yeah, just notice how long this episode took, and it's about as long as what they used to be. Adventurers Guild. Adventure! And death. And primals. And Imperials. And evil beings that can't really die unless you shoot them with a bunch of ether. Momodi. I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alien. What's the matter? No appetite? Well, I found this. Oh. There you are. So she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist's vial, but beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Anyway, no use worrying about Alien. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this is all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Our handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then, go! Ooh, I get to meet with the Sultana.
needn't trouble yourself so.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light.
I am.
No. More cutscenes. Everybody's wearing the same thing. Well, almost everybody. Oh. Oh, actually no.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now.
Okay.
But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
Okay, so now we go to the Royal Promenade. Chamber of Rule. I'm forgetting where I go. Where to go. Do we go around this way? I wonder, is this like the entrance to the palace or something? Probably. Probably not. So... Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before her audience, you may have it. Or if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chamber forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. This is the end. So, yeah. How long did this video take? About 40 minutes. Alright, so... yeah. Tomorrow is going to be the ending of A Realm Reborn, and then we go into Heavensward. Yay! Finally! Took me long enough. Anyway, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next video. Later.